light for you in dark places when all other lights go out.
Hey guys, DCHL Devin here. And
DCHL Jake.
And today we're going to talk about the biggest news for SBG since The Hobbit. So, it is Throne of Skulls, the announcement.
Oh, that's where Adam Troke was supposed to do all of his stuff, right?
Exactly, the future of this game. So actually this is huge, really big news. So we're actually going to be responding to what we've heard so far. Have not seen a video by James yet, as of us recording this anyway. And it's definitely some exciting news. So I'm going to hit them one by one for you guys. And of course we'll do an update to this if there's anything that we have missed. So number one is source books are being reprinted in a couple of weeks. Great news for the new guys.
So the reprinting, does that mean will profiles be changed or just
No.
the books reprinted?
No. In order to change a profile, guys, it takes months. Any profile, picture change, anything like that needs to be approved by Warner Brothers, which takes a months-long process.
Wait, Warner Brothers?
Yep, Warner Brothers needs to approve everything.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so
That's awesome.
guys, I mean, putting out a new profile is not easy for GW, especially for Lord of the Rings. They can't just arbitrarily change things. It takes a while. So what they're doing is they are posting up the old source books and they are allowing new players to get back in the game, which is actually huge. Do you even have the source books?
I have Mordor. I got one. Yeah, no, I got.
He has one of the...
I got the Battle of Five Armies too, but I just got that because I bought an entire army. But yeah, so I got like one and a half.
Well, that's like a free PDF. Oh, you bought it. No, he did buy it.
Thanks.
He was scammed.
Thanks, buddy.
By the system.
Appreciate it.
No.
So yeah, I got one. Wow, I really do only have one. I have like every other codex of every other game ever, and I have one source book.
And this is the big deal. This is why it's so important that they're re-releasing these. So that's coming out in the next like 3 weeks. Same things we're always used to. Nothing changed. So when they come out, don't be like, oh, new stuff. No, it's.
Do you think it'd be? Are they going to stay softback, or can you think that?
They're gonna.
I
don't really know. So remember, guys, we're only getting this information through third parties, so we didn't hear Adam Troke say it himself. The GBHL might give more enlightenment to that. However, as far as I know, all that was said was re-release of the books.
I would love hardback though.
It would be nice if we're getting some actual books rather than PDFs.
Yeah.
But I do not know 100%. However, my suspicion is that it will be hardback. Other than that, a new source book, not said what, but a new source book is being released at the end of the calendar year. Actually, most speculated specifically to October. If not speculated, strictly stated, October.
So what, like a new army?
This is a new source book. So, obviously, what do we have left, guys? Battle of Five Armies.
Yep.
So, most likely what they're going to do is they're going to revamp that, turn it into an actual source book, probably throw in some new Desolation of Smaug profiles.
No.
And
who keeps saying
the werewolves. He wants he wants the things that should end all of Middle-earth.
Let's be honest. We've all seen the video of how Battle of Five Armies should have ended. And it's how it should have ended. I mean, if those exist, why not
Then you just
eat
crush
everything?
the army. Yeah,
That's where Rivendell waves the white flag and they're like, God, please don't eat our elven cities.
as soon as they see that, they're like, this is a new Hiroshima moment.
GG. Take our stuff, don't kill us.
But yeah, no, guys. Obviously not werewolves, but Dane on a pig, probably stuff like that. All of the Ram Riders, the Dwarves, stuff like that. It's going to be huge. So this source book comes out in October, which conveniently enough is right around Articon. Not sure how that's going to impact Articon. So
he's not doing anything at Articon, is he?
no, well, I don't know if he's being sponsored by GW in any way. Like GW is going to come and showcase a miniature or something. I highly doubt it. But I guess maybe. But like, what if they got released before Articon? Would they be legal profiles? I don't know.
Well, usually it's like a month. Like if after a month.
We'll see. I'm sure James will put that out in his video.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and run through these guys. Know you're eager to hear the news. Is out of production models be re-released again in Forge World resin. That's not bad considering it's better than Finecast.
True.
Much better than
my
Finecast.
Army is such a pain.
Yes, exactly. Lake Town armies will no longer break at the slightest touch. So next, Dane was shown. All right, Dane was shown. Bill Connolly was shown without the pig. There was no pig.
Oh, there's no Fergus?
No Fergus
Oh,
at all.
Dane without Fergus.
No pig was shown, but Dane was said to look better than any miniature they have ever seen Dane in. So if you're talking about anyone else who has ever tried to make Dane, if you've seen Dane anywhere else, other companies, little tiny garage companies in Poland that make Dane, it's better. It's supposedly much better. So we don't have a picture of it, obviously, guys. It was not released. This is for the 100 that attended Throne of Skulls. Those lucky enough to live in England, except for a lone American who traveled from California.
American went. Nice.
Nope. So
California.
anyway, so Adam Troke, he says he's guaranteed to work on Middle-earth SBG for 4 years.
Awesome. Wait, Middle-earth SBG?
Yeah.
Was it just Hobbit SBG?
No. Middle-earth SBG. Okay, so you guys don't know. All right, hold on. He doesn't know. The new game... So it's all getting merged. It's not Hobbit SBG. It's Middle-earth SBG. So that's actually the new name of the game. They are actually just combining it all, and the reason why, and this we're jumping around now at this point, guys.
Yeah, sorry.
We're talking about all of the appendices for Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit are now going to be considered for profiles. Anything that was actually mentioned in there, which means Blue Wizards.
Ooh.
Yep.
Ooh, that'd be awesome.
Blue Wizards. So
You think there's a chance of them? Well, I know there's been no talk about War of the Ring or anything, but with the merging of just Middle-earth SBG, you think they might incorporate some of the things from War of the Ring?
No, War of the Ring, I don't even think was mentioned, guys. It didn't hit the news. Nothing. War of the Ring is a dead system. It will remain dead. It's not coming back. Now, will they incorporate the profiles?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yes, I think they will, but that will come years later, guys. Years later, like 3 years later, like last minute. So I can emphasize this. So,
years late, last minute, but years later.
yeah. So I mean, basically, Adam Troke has 4 years to do all this, and that's basically what it was. It was, hey guys, we're gonna have content for a while. The obvious focus is Battle of Five Armies. That's what they want to focus on. They don't want to focus on anything else.
Makes sense.
So, and then of course, then they'll get to all the other source materials. They can't go into Silmarillion, can't go into Unfinished Tales, can't go into any of that because Middle-earth Enterprises, which owns Tolkien licensing, only gave Warner Brothers Hobbit and Lord of the Rings, which means, well, because that's all they have, which means that's all Games Workshop has. So, well, I mean, you know. So basically,
So who has the Silmarillion and the Unfinished Tales?
Tolkien Estate. Tolkien Estate has the Silmarillion and Unfinished Tales. So you will not be seeing gods in Middle-earth SBG.
Tom Bombadil.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, except for Tom Bombadil.
Coughed a little bit.
But essentially, yeah, Tolkien Estate has the rights to just Silmarillion and Unfinished Tales. Middle-earth Enterprise, which was once renamed from another name. I forgot the name of it, but it's kind of complicated. But anyway, they have the license to Lord of the Rings and Hobbit, and they lease it out to Warner Brothers, and they lease it out to Games Workshop.
Oh, okay.
So that's how that works. And essentially, yeah, so Games Workshop is restricted to whatever Middle-earth Enterprise is restricted to. And so we're going to probably see Blue Wizards. Anything you saw in War of the Ring and Legions of Middle-earth, you could expect maybe something in that realm. I'm not saying exactly that. We're probably not going to get elven chariots and catapults like we saw in Legions.
That would be so good.
That would be interesting, but you probably won't see it. The other big news, the main rulebook is getting tweaked. Main rules are getting tweaked, but not changed overall. My guess, probably just weapon strikes and monster rules, and that's it. I mean, if you think about it, weapon strikes and monster rules were on their first edition.
Weapon strikes and monster rules. So
the axe, piercing strike, fainting, weapon strikes.
Bashing, got it.
Yeah, those will probably get tweaked, and the monster rules will probably get tweaked because they're on their first edition. And although they were a great step forward, they could be a little bit more streamlined, and I'm pretty sure they see that. But overall, the core rules not getting changed. So if you've watched Andreas, the Norwegian Viking, he was really happy to hear that.
Norwegian Viking, I like that.
Yep, the Norwegian Viking. We have an American Viking. He's sitting here. No,
My hair is getting there, ladies and gentlemen. It'll get. Trust me, it'll get there.
So, guys, other than that, there's a couple minor tidbits here. Due to the cost of Forge World resin, terrain kits will no longer be sold. Instead, replaced by possibly battle boards.
Terrain kits like the
Osgiliath ruins.
Oh.
Yeah, they're probably because they would cost like £100.
Why can't they make those out of plastic?
Because the Forge World resin is expensive. Why can't they make it out of plastic? I think because Forge World doesn't deal in plastics. I don't understand the process of molding enough to know, but there is a reason they can't delve into it.
Wait, is there? So GW can't just?
Well, Forge World's taking over the game system.
Oh.
Yep. So if you guys don't know, Forge World is taking over the game system entirely. And also, last bit of news. So this was a shocker to everybody. You know how White Dwarf hasn't had any...
good content. I mean...
hasn't had any Lord of the Rings stuff in years.
Yeah.
You know why they say that is? It's because we haven't been sending them pictures.
Shut up.
No one knew about this. Who knew about this? I want one person in the comments section, tell me who knew we were supposed to be sending pictures to White Dwarf.
And no one's going to say that because that one person's going to get hated on because they're the reason no one ever Hobbit stuff in the...
I have no idea why we did. All right, but anyway,
you want
long
pictures?
Story short.
Done.
All right, we're going to give you guys pictures. So, for anyone coming to Nova, we're going to give tons of pictures of our terrain. You guys, remember, we're going to have a different type of terrain board for every single board in the tournament. We're going to have, all of that. It's just the big display boards that we're doing, the armies, all that. We're going to send it all there. Even our Historicon tournaments for you local guys, you guys know that we actually have another big event called Historicon, and it is big. We're going to do the Battle of Pelennor Fields with it's like 10 Mummics versus over 200-300 Rohirrim. Yeah, it's going to be epic. We're going to have ship battles and stuff like that. We're going to take pictures of that. We're going to send them all to White Dwarf, and we're just going to blow it up.
No excuses.
Blow it up with Hobbit stuff. Guys, we want you to crash their servers.
You know what? Yeah.
Just
wait, can they just send pictures, or would they just forward them to us and then we just pile everything?
We could just forward all your pictures if you want to forward them all to us. Now, if you're wondering where to send it, we don't know. I don't really know. You're gonna have to actually ask the GBHL. We didn't get that information. Ask Adam Troke. Maybe just email customer service. What is the White Dwarf team's email?
I don't see why. That can't be hard to get.
Just ask GW. They actually have pretty good customer service. That's one thing they are known for.
It's true.
So that's it. That's it, guys. That was all the information that was given at Throne of Skulls. Now they did. That's it. That's actually it.
Yeah, it's a lot considering we haven't had any news in. Well, I've only been playing the hobby for.
We haven't had news in a while, guys. This is already fantastic news. Huge news. So, and then, you got other big events going on and stuff like that. The American scene is obviously ramping up quite a bit.
Yeah.
When the GBHL first came down here, it was a bit newer. But we can tell you now they have a much tougher fight on their hands this time around. And we actually have more players actually coming to it.
Yeah, we do.
So, but then you have SPG Magazine is on its third wave. You have Articon springing up and uniting the international groups. You have just a lot going on. This is a good time to get in the game. This is a really great time.
Yeah, it's just a fun game, honestly.
Yep. So, all right, guys, that's it. That's it for the news. Let us know if you have any questions. But more importantly, probably, just stay in touch with GBHL and everything like that, because I'm sure they will have much more, possibly. This is supposedly the bulk of it. What was said, this is like nothing missing. So this is really our take on what was said at Game of Thrones. But all right, guys, we'll talk to you very soon.
All right, bye-bye.